I can't sleep, so I want to tell you what's keeping me up at night. Hospitals. Hospitals are keeping me up, you know? A couple of days ago, three people dressed as Arabs, cosplaying Arab, in a hijab, like the whole nine yards, you know what I mean? Literally so racist. Like, honestly, it's a joke. They go into a hospital in the West Bank and pew pew three people that are already injured, already in basically hospital beds, probably couldn't even run away or anything, but they pew pew them instead of arresting them, instead of interrogating them, instead of doing anything. They simply took their lives from them. Basically. Now you might be wondering, was the hospital evacuated prior to that? Was anyone around informed of something like that? No, just left a shit ton of traumatized people inside that hospital. I genuinely want you to imagine if this happened on American soil. Imagine three people dressed up as Americans, cargo shorts, button downs, you get the vibes. They walk into a hospital, they pew pew three people that are already in their hospital beds, and then just don't tell anyone in the hospital. They don't evacuate, they don't tell anyone what's going on, and people are just absolutely terrified from hearing pew pews in the middle of a hospital. Do you think that's normal? Now, follow-up question. Do you not think that everyone in America would be outraged from an act like that? An act of terror? After checking up on this, I kind of wanted to see, what did the citizens of the occupation think? Were they outraged? One thing the occupation never disappoints is they're so predictable. They were not outraged. They were actually elated about the news, right? Insane, right? It got me thinking, right? Like, how could you have sipped the Kool-Aid this much, right? That you don't even see an act of terror as an act of terror, but something to celebrate. I mean, that is quite literally insane, right? And then I remembered one of their top shows in the world, because it literally broadcasts on Netflix. It's called Foldo. Foldo sounds like an Arabic word, right? Because it is. It means chaos in Arabic. Now, is it an Arabic show? No, 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 no. It belongs to the occupation. And again, it airs on Netflix. And one of the most highly streamed shows on Netflix, by the way. Why don't you take a wild guess what the show is about? If you guessed occupational forces dressed up as Arabs going into, you guessed it, hospitals, prayer, like mosques, etc., 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 and pew-pewing people, you would be correct. You would be correct. And if you also guessed that they glamorize that, you would be double correct. The occupation has committed every atrocity under the sun at this point. But the fact that there's a Netflix show that airs worldwide that literally glamorizes and pushes, normalizes, etc., etc., the idea that they can dress up like Arabs, cosplay as Arabs, and pew-pew us, right, in mass, and make it a fun show that looks like CSI is in-fucking-sane. It leads to a population of people that celebrate acts of terror. I mean, really, what the fuck? What the fuck? And Netflix, why do you still have this show up? Why are you still renewing the show? What is going on? Why are we in hell right now? What the fuck?